Hi there, my name is Gordon McCrory, I'm the Happiness Guy, and this is a video on how we react when we don't get the outcome that we want and how to have a much better reaction. I'm always curious about why one person behaves one way and one person behaves another when confronted with the same thing. I think one of the examples that I see that's really prevalent, I think, is that the weight on the scales, when you've been, if you like, exercising in a particular way and eating in a particular way, and then you stand on the scales and you get that feedback, that number. And I think that why it interests me so much is because nowadays, when I stand on the scales, it doesn't really matter what the number says. And I recognize that it doesn't matter what the number says, even if I've been doing the right things or what I think are the right things. It doesn't matter what it says. The reason it doesn't matter is because it's just that moment. It's just a little bit of feedback. It doesn't mean no, I'm never going to get there. It means not yet. And I think perhaps much bigger than that even is that it's not smashed my dreams. I fully believe that if I'm trying to get leaner, as an example, then I'll be able to get leaner. I think that's the truth of the matter for me. I know that I can get there. It just says not yet. It just says you've not done enough. It just says you might need to tweak something a little bit. It means that there's a course correction required, or I might need to hang in there a wee bit longer. But it doesn't mean that my dreams are shattered or that I'm not going to get there. And I think critically, because I've got so much belief in and around being able to ultimately control the outcome of that thing, then of how the scales are moving, then if it doesn't give me the answer that I want, I don't stress about it. It's not a big deal. Now, why am I talking about this? Because I think that we often get that for a lot of people that are trying to lose weight, when they stand on the scales and they get an answer that they don't like, the problem's not the number. The problem's the reaction to the number, and the meaning that they take from the number. So I think we have to learn to look at it, if we're using the scales, that is, we have to learn to look at that number a little bit differently. We need to be far more objective about it. We need to see it simply as feedback. It's not personal. It doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means not yet, and perhaps something needs to be a little bit different over the next week or over the next couple of weeks. So it's an opportunity for course correction. It's an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to tighten things up a little bit. I guess the other question to ask in and around these reactions is, if you were certain, look, I'm going to get there anyway, would you react the same way? Because if the answer to that's no, I wouldn't, then it's not the number on the scales that's a problem, but it's your belief in you getting to where you want to get to that's a problem. If you had this rock solid belief, then the number wouldn't be a big deal. So a great question then to ask would be, how do I develop a rock solid belief? And for me, I think the answer to that is you need to get steady, consistent progress, and to do that, you need to have processes that are repeatable, that you can depend on. So for me, again, staying with this whole analogy, it might be, well, I know that if I eat a certain breakfast, and I know that if I eat a certain lunch at a certain amount, and I know that if I tend to have very different evening meals each night, but that tends not to make much of a difference because they've got a lot in common. They've normally got an awful lot of veg on them. They're still portion controlled too, and they're very tasty. I know that if I do all that, if I eat a couple of bits of fruit a day, 2-3 bits of fruit a day, and if I walk a certain amount, I know that I'm going to get the outcome because I've figured out my formula. So when you lose that belief, when you step on the scales, then it's because you don't know your formula. You need to work out your formula. Maybe you're following someone else's formula that's not for you, and you need to work out your formula. And that requires a bit of patience. But coming back to, and patience is important, really important, but coming back to the belief thing, if you vow never to quit, if basically quitting gets taken off the table, you can't fail. That's it. The only way you can be assured of failing is to quit. So if you decide, I'm not going to quit anymore, I'm going to find a way. When you get the number on the scale and it doesn't work, you say, all right, I need to do something a bit different. I'm not going to fight with the scales. I'm not going to beat myself up for a few days. I'm certainly not going to go, oh, what's the point? Because there is a point. And the point is that you deserve to get to where you want to get to. You deserve to have the body. You deserve to have the emotions. You deserve to have the life, and you deserve to be free from physical, mental, and emotional pain. So quitting, that's not an option. And as soon as you stop quitting, you'll start to believe in yourself. So I hope this video has been, again, in some way useful. Always happy to hear some feedback, and if you need any help, then please just ask. Have a lovely day and take care. Bye bye.